YouTube, it's your girl Patrice, and I'm here with another video. Tonight's tutorial is the flat twist and curl using the flexirods. So I'm starting off on freshly washed hair. It's already detangled, and I have my leave-in conditioner. The leave-in conditioner that I always use is the Kinky Curly Knot Today. This is something that just works wonders with my hair. I never have a problem with detangling. It makes my Denman brush move through my hair like butter. So anyway, to get started, the very first thing I'm going to do is section my hair off. Get my right tooth comb here, and I already have a side part, so I'm just going to go ahead and move it down the center. Section my hair in halves. And with this look, believe it or not, we're going to do this with 9 twists only. That's it. It's super simple, super easy, and turns out perfect every time. So let's section this back part off. Oops. Get that in there good. And tonight I'm going to be setting my twist with the Camille Rose Curl Maker. This is the third time that I'm using the Curl Maker. The first time I used it in a wash and go, and I really did like the results that I achieved. And then last week I did a twist and curl, and today I'm going to do another twist and curl. My hands are slippery. Alright, so I always like to start on my side section first. And I'm going to do 3. Yep, we're going to do 3 twists to the side. So we're going to start on our first one. Just park that to the side here. And then I'm going to pin this back so I don't get my twist tangled up. And here's my Camille Rose Naturals Curl Maker. You can get this at your local beauty supply store. You can also find this at Walgreens and at Target. I picked this up at Target for $22 a jar. Alright, so I'm just going to take a little pump and just spread it through. This kind of reminds me of a flaxseed gel, so it's more on the gooey side, which I really don't mind. I always like to make sure I get it on my ends. Okay, so for those who do not know how to do a 2-strand twist or a flat, or not a 2-strand twist, but a flat twist, this is what you're going to do. So you part your hair. You're going to take a small section at the top, just like you would if you're going to do a French braid, but we're only going to do 2 sections. You're going to split it in half, and then you're going to twist like you normally would. Do 1 twist over, and then you're going to pick up a piece of hair, twist, pick up a piece of hair, twist, pick up another piece of hair, twist, and you're going to continue this until you get all the way to the end. And I'm just going to move up just a tad so you can see. I'm picking up my hair as I'm going. And we are twisting. And I try to get them in here as tight as I possibly can, which as soon as you get down to the after you get away from the scalp, it's going to loosen up a whole lot, and you'll see that here in a second. And I just like to kind of brush my ends to make sure that that there's no tangles in them. And then I'm just going to twist one down. It's super simple, really easy, quicker, much quicker than doing a French braid or a corn roll. And then when I get to the ends, I give them a little twirl. And now it comes time for the flexi rod set. So what I do is I just take a little teeny tiny dab of the curl maker and just put it on the ends, just so that we can, this kind of like the glue that's going to hold it to my flexi rod. Give it a little twirl. And then start kind of towards the end of the flexi rod. Wrap the end around. And then I'm rolling all the way up to the top. And then I just close one end, bring the other one in, and that's it. Just kind of maneuver it so it's not in the way for the rest of my section. So now I'm ready to move on to the next twist. And I'm just going to part it down. And your parts do not have to be perfectly straight. No one's going to see your parts when you take this out in the morning. I know a lot of people don't like to use combs. That's perfectly fine too. You can just part your hair with your fingers, because it's not one of those types of styles, like I said, that you're going to see the parts, that the parts are going to be important, with the exception of your side part, if that's the part that you choose to do. So I'm taking another pump of my curl maker, and I'm going to add it to this section. Make sure I smooth it all the way out to the ends. And I'm just going to take my dimming brush, make sure I don't have any tangles, which I shouldn't, but sometimes it happens. And then we're going to start twisting. So I'm just going to move it a little here close so you can see. I split my top section in half. Now I'm splitting that section in half. Now I have 2 strands. And then I'm going to twist and pick up a piece of hair. Twist, pick up a piece of hair. Twist, picking up hair. Twist, picking up hair, until we get down to the bottom. Alright, so now we're away from the scalp, and like I said, I just like to brush out my ends just to make sure there's no tangles, because sometimes that happens when I'm in the twisting process. And we're just going to twist one down. And this is the style that I like to do because it's just really simple and easy. And then I'm going to twist the end. Take a little bit of the curl maker. Put it on the ends so my ends don't unravel while I'm trying to roll them. And then I'm going to take my flexi rod here. Start closer to the end. I'm wrapping it around. And we're just going to roll it all the way up. And then secure it by closing both of the ends. And that's it. So now I'm ready to do my next section. And this is the last portion in this section, which means that we are 1/4 of the way done. 3 more sections to go. Alright, I got my curl maker in, distribute it through the strands. Now I'm going to smooth it out. And now it's time to twist. Move in so you can see. Got my 2 strands here. And I'm picking up hair as I go along. Super, 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 super easy. I've found that a lot of my friends who don't know how to braid, or they can French braid, but it doesn't stay tight enough as they like, I found that they really picked up the flat twist very easily, and this is a go-to for them when they want to do a twist out, or even just twist their whole head and rock it for a couple of days and then take it out. Okay, so I'm away from my scalp, so we're just going to brush the ends through, make sure there's no tangles, and 2-strand twist it the rest of the way, making sure you don't get any of your hair from another section caught up. Okay? And I can tell that my hair is starting to dry a little bit, so I'm just going to go ahead now and add a little curl maker to my ends. Okay, and I'm twisting my ends. And I'm taking my flexi rod, wrapping the hair around, making sure the ends are intact and not poking out or unraveling, and just rolling it up. And now we are officially done with section number 1. Let's move over here to the side section. Alright, so my hair has definitely dried out some. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my water bottle. It's just literally water and a little bit of leave-in conditioner in here, and just spritz around my hair, because we want to make sure that our hair is still a little damp, not wet, but just a tad damp, so that the curl maker can easily glide through and be able to penetrate our strands. So I'm just going to lightly brush my hair out just a little bit, and I can tell I need a little bit more water on my ends. So we'll get that taken care of. Alright, so now I'm going to part this section. I think I want it just a little bigger. There we go. Alright, and I'm going to move this section out the way. Grabbing some curl maker. Making sure I get it to the ends here. Brush it out. And I'm going to show you one more time, starting the section off, on how to do the flat twist. So I split it in 2, and then we're going to grab a hair and twist. Grabbing hair and twisting. Grab it and twist. Grab and twist until we get all the way down. Alright, and I'm away from the scalp. So now I'm just going to brush through my ends, make sure there's no tangles, and then twist the rest of the way down. Alright, I'm going to twirl my ends and then put a little curl maker on the ends to make sure that they stick together and don't unravel. And then I'm going in with my flexi rod, making sure that my end is tucked in, and then I'm rolling it up. And then securing both ends. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to spend about 2 hours under the dryer. Then I'm going to put my bonnet on, go to bed, and let it air dry the rest of the night. As you can tell, I do have a lot of hair. It is extremely thick, so my drying time normally is much longer than what someone else's will be. So then I'm going to go ahead and get under the dryer now, and then you'll see me in the morning when it's time for my takedown. All right? Have a good night. See you in the morning. Good morning. My hair is dry. I'm dressed. Now it's time to take this hair down and get the rest of my day started. I ended up sitting under the dryer last night for about 2 hours, and then I put my bonnet on. I let my hair dry the rest of the way. So let's get started. So I'm going to take my bonnet off. Very carefully. And we're going to start taking the flexi rods down. I hope everyone had a good evening last night. Okay, now now my flexi rods are out. Now what I like to do is add an oil to my hands before I take my twist out. And the oil that I personally choose to use is the A Single Star Sleek Serum. This is something that I've had that I absolutely love. And I use it very sparingly, which is a good thing because literally a little goes a very, very, very long way. This is from Atlanta's Hair Weaving Salon in Atlanta, Georgia. I'll leave the description down below on how you can contact the company and receive the Sleek Serum. They also have shampoo, conditioner, and their Shine Bright. And I'll use this at the end, and I'll literally have a teeny, teeny, teeny tad left. Alright, so I'm just going to take about a dime size, about that much, and just work it in. And what I'm going to do is just go in and start separating, especially back here in the back. Separate some of these where I did the chunky twists. And it's definitely up to you. You can get more wear out of your hair the less you separate. The more wear you'll get, because it'll help eliminate frizz as well the less you separate. But I like pretty big hair, so we're going to separate. That's what I'm going to do. And now it's time to fluff out these parts. Fluff the roots out so you don't see any of my parts. Give it a good shake. What do you think? Big, beautiful curls every time. So now, for my finisher, I like this. For my finisher, I'm going to spray a couple of sprays of the A Single Star Shine Bright. This is what it looks like. I literally have a couple of sprays left. It's time to replenish. I think I'm at my couple of sprays. Yep. We're done. Alright. Give it a nice little fluff. And we're done. Hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial. It definitely was a pleasure. I had so much fun doing this film for you today, or last night and today. It's a part 2, all in one video. However, if you'd like to see any other tutorials from me, have any suggestions for any other products or any other styles that you would like for me to try, hit me up down and I promise I will reply to you. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and as always, thank you for watching. Bye bye.